Recognize the gentleman from North Carolina.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to urge my colleagues to support a critical piece of legislation, the Transportation Security Acquisition Reform Act, which I introduced in July and have been working on for many months. I thank Chairman McCall for helping move this bill through our committee and commend all the members of the committee on a swift and unanimous vote to bring this bill to the floor. Again, this was a unanimous vote both in the subcommittee and the full committee. This bill has the bipartisan support of our chairman and ranking member on the full committee, as well as myself and the ranking member on the Transportation Security Subcommittee. And let me say, this bill would not be possible if Mr. Thompson and Mr. Richmond were not willing to work with me on this, and frankly, their collaboration made this better legislation. And as I've said before, the American people expect us to come here and work together for solutions, and this is a prime example of that. This bill has withstood the careful scrutiny of our committee's oversight and has also been endorsed by numerous stakeholders outside the Capitol. I ask unanimous consent to have their letters of support entered into the record.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, in today's partisan culture of a divided Congress, I'm very proud to report that we can come together across the aisle to address a very real issue we have at Transportation Security Administration, that's acquisition and procurement. For over 10 years, we've all witnessed hundreds of millions of dollars wasted on failed technologies and machines sitting idle in warehouses. Poor planning, inventory management, and limited communication with stakeholders have decreased security, limited innovation, and squandered taxpayer dollars. I recognize that TSA is constantly trying to respond to new threats. They have a difficult job. But in some cases, the pressure to perform and deploy new technologies can lead to a reactive approach without sufficient planning. They still have a long way to go. Having a long-term plan that leverages experts within government and within industry can help prevent this capability gaps. Our bill provides that roadmap to success. Mr. Speaker, we cannot continue to let TSA drag its feet on establishing greater transparency and accountability for technologies that protect our nation's traveling public. It is incumbent upon us to make sure taxpayer dollars are being used effectively and efficiently. We must take action. I urge my colleagues to support this bill, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman from North Carolina yields back.